everybody. Mikeycat Outdoors here. So what are we doing today? We're here at Mastadon State Park, historic site near Imperial, Missouri. We're checking out the museum and gonna do a little bit of a hike later, so let's check it out. So we're here in the museum. There's a lot of different animal bones and tusks and all sorts of good stuff. You got a $4 entry for adults. But, a lot of different pictures and things around here. Big old mastodons back in the day. 16,000 years ago. So these little guys here, they're called pecaries. This is what their skull and bones look like. I bet that was a good set of ribs there back in the day. So there you got some mastodon bones. Got kneecap and heel bone, a toe, rib, one of the vertebrae. Pretty neat. Big old rodent. Man, imagine one of those eating through your food bag. So there you got different teeth structures for the mastodon jaws. You got the baby teeth up front and young adult in the back. Those are some pretty good chompers. So there's a representation of different layers of the earth, or what you might find. Stratigraphy. So different time periods, different types of artifacts that you might find, arrowheads and whatnot. Well, hello there, strangers. Well, you're not very talkative, are you? Hello there, ladies. What's up? Well, you're not very talkative either. So they got all these little displays set up with a big old sloth back there. And got a big old mastodon staring you in the face. Now, if I'm a betting man, I'm going to say that that's probably a recreation of the bones out of some sort of epoxy or something, because I don't know how much of that's real and how much of that's recreation, but I don't know. Seems like I said, if I were a betting man, I'd think some of that's probably recreated just to make this display off of the real ones. Mastodon skeleton. So it says it's made of fiberglass, molded from original mastodon bones. Currently in the collection of the Illinois State Museum. So yep. Pretty cool, dude. And this big guy over here sticking his tongue out at us. So it says 11,000 years ago, scene depicts Lower Rock Creek Valley. Clovis Indian hunters were beginning to use the area. So different types of plants and trees and all that. And those tiny little hog-like creatures there again. Got a little beaver, and man, I would have loved to have seen one of those big giant sloths. That would have been fun. So here's a window of the environment. So they've got a cave entrance and different stuff. I guess where they were able to find bones bones and remains and whatnot. Of course, that's all closed off to the public. And a little bit of a display there about the Clovis culture, North America. So we have a little display here of some of the early inhabitants. Paleo-Indian, Archaic, Woodland, Mississippian peoples, and some of their stonework. So they also have a little video that they have up there in their museum, kind of up in that area. Yeah, it's all 10-15 minutes long.
Short-faced bears, American lions, and saber-toothed cats. These large animals are known as Megafauna. It is not exactly certain what caused the extinction of the mastodon and other large Pleistocene animals. Some scientists believe it was a rapidly changing environment. Several periods of glaciation had occurred throughout the Pleistocene epoch, which ended approximately 10,000 years ago. During the last glaciation of the Pleistocene epoch, ice covered nearly 30% of the Earth's land surface, locking up thousands of cubic miles of water in the ice and lowering world sea levels more than 300 feet.
So we're outside the museum. We're going to end up taking this little Wildflower Trail here around. There is another trail, this Limestone Hill Trail nearby, but eventually we're going to go down the road a little bit to the Seckman Road and park, and probably get on the Yellow Trail a little bit and go down to the spring. So that's probably what we're going to do. I haven't ever done the Limestone Trail yet. One of the guys that's here today has done that once. Said it's nice and rugged, but yeah, we'll see what the day beholds. All right, the Wildflower Trail, half mile and the Bone Bed quarter mile. So let's check it out. A big old staircase here. You got the nice bluff there. So you got the quarry operations sign, and as you go up this bluff, you can see a couple of lines where they kind of came down and drilled out a little bit and then busted the rock face off. We got the Kimmswick bone bed and a museum sign. So they're climbing up. This is kind of where the trail forks off and return comes back that way. Just a little loop here. Seems to be a popular place here where everybody likes to climb up, take pictures and whatnot. Got another staircase going down. It's a fairly decent sized staircase. Imagine having to climb up all this. So we got the little sign here for Kimmswick Bone Bed. I talk a little bit about excavating the bones. And you don't really go any further than this. Got the stag moose, long-nosed peccary, mastodon, ground sloths. Talked a little bit about some of the folks that were out here doing archaeology work back in the day.
Why the purple? Why the purple?
So here we are back on the trail. Hear the quiet sounds of nature from the interstate nearby. So it's not too bad out here. It's probably mid-70s or so today. Had a little bit of rain this week, so cooled down temperatures a bit. It was 90 something like last week, and so it's a lot nicer now. Meow, meow, little kitty. How you doing? Doing good? What do you think of the hike?
Nice. It's shaded.
A lot better temperatures than we had like a week or two ago, right?
Yeah.
And now the best part of the journey. Climbing up the stairway to heaven. At least they redid this staircase not too long ago, so that's not too bad. Whew, made it to the top.
I'm finding the ground.
Well, we're back here at the museum. We're working our way up some steps. So we're gonna head to the car and water up and go over to the other trails. They've even got a thing here to fill up your water bottle.